National Geographic Magazine has opened its annual photo contest, with the deadline for submissions coming up on November 17th. Here, some of the entries so far. Freestyle fishing, Kuril Lake, Kamchatka. Sea and salt. Spain has many impressive landscapes and fascinating destinations, but one of the most amazing natural resorts are the salty pink lakes in Torrevieja. In this beautiful coastal resort you can find two beautiful salt lakes, a blue-green one called La Mata Lagoon and the other, of an impressive pink color, known as Torrevieja Lagoon. Both connected to the sea by canals. Tongass Breach, a magical moment I shared with nature, where a humpback whale briefly allows you into its world in which two very different species share a natural moment with no one else around. Something I will never forget as long as I live. This breach occurred in front of my kayak within the protected waters of the Tevankov Bay and Kyoyu wilderness areas in Alaska. Surrounded by silence, I could hear the whale calls above the surface. This encounter I hold dear, I will cherish. I am privileged and thankful. Let's play. Football lovers live in Norway, Lofoten Islands. Shot was taken from a small plane. A sad story for mother giraffe. A very emotional scene of a lioness dragging a recently killed baby giraffe, only a few days old, with mother giraffe looking on. Migrant in the muck field. Migrant workers come from Mexico and other countries farther south to the Ohio muck fields. The big white hats they are wearing protect them from the hot summer sun. Together with the black and green lines, this image comes to its artistic right. Above the polar bear. Dear future generation, I hope we will still be able to see the Arctic wildlife as we do now. It is threatened as the environment is changing. I was able to witness many scenes of wildlife and I can guarantee you this is the most beautiful thing I have ever seen. Here the polar bear might be interpreted as holding back the sea ice melting. Incredible and unique shot 6 meters above a polar bear in Nunavut, Baffin area during wildlife reportage in Nunavut and Greenland during summer 2017. Face-to-face in a river in Borneo. While looking for wild orangutans in Tanjung Puting National Park, Indonesia, we witnessed the amazing sight of this huge male crossing a river despite the fact there were crocodiles in the river. Rapid growth of palm oil farming has depleted their habitat, and when pushed to the edge these intelligent creatures have learned to adapt to the changing landscape. This is proof, considering orangutans hate water and never venture into a river. I got 5 feet deep into the river to get this perspective. Spaceship Superstar Supercell. A supercell thunderstorm on the Kansas plains appears to explode in all directions right before our eyes in May of this year. We were able to stay in position and photograph this storm for over 4 hours. We watched it become a supercell. We watched the supercell die. One of my favorite chase days to date. Ice flowers. This photo was made in my hometown, called Thiersee, a small village in the heart of the Alps. I had to wait until Lake Thiersee, which is frozen all winter, begin to melt in the spring. For just a few days you can see these natural patterns in the melting ice, but not without a drone. So I told my daughter to make a boat trip with her red kayak. Raccoon dog. A raccoon dog hiding among nettles and dead branches was watching me as I approached and took a photo. Alien. This is one of my favorite photos of my favorite critter, shot with a +25 magnifier. It really brings out the detail in this otherwise very small skeleton shrimp. Its face is clear, its reddish eyes are visible, and the way it faces my camera with its arms wide makes it almost symmetrical. Its clear color matches the hydra that it is living on. Plus the colors in the background really make this an interesting and beautiful photo. Don't think there are aliens on Earth? Look no further. Rivers collision. Costa Rica. Tortuguero is one of the most remote national parks of Costa Rica, a pristine park where there are no cars, no traffic, no pollution at all. I was looking to take some shots of nature, but since I was on an island, walking was not getting me far. I took out the swimming option. The river was crowded with crocodiles, so I decided to explore the area with my drone. I immediately noticed the difference in the colors of the rivers. The last gasp. A ferruginous hawk surprises a prairie dog in Colorado.